This transition is another variation of a lateral shoulder roll. Lateral meaning that you roll from shoulder to shoulder. So we looked at a variation of this where we're seated to inverted to seated. Can we take a look at that real quick just so they can remember this? So this is a lateral shoulder roll variation. Beautiful. Or you could say upright to inverted to upright. And now let's take another look at another variation of it. So come back over here for me, Melayne, please. And let me have you in a combat-based position. Perfect. Okay. So guys, here's what we're going to do here. This is the way I like to teach this. It's one of my favorite transitions, and it's, I think, something that you're going to really enjoy. You're going to take this hand. You're going to thread this arm behind you as you draw this shoulder to the floor, and the shoulder needs to be right in front of the knee. So don't place it over there, don't place it anywhere else on the inside. It's right as in front of the knee as you can make it be. Now, and why? Because it's going to keep you in a straight line. So from here, when Melayne starts to bring this hand over, she's going to then shift her weight into this shoulder and start to forward step. Okay, so now let's come right back out. Beautiful. Because we need to cover this one more time for these guys. So the knee comes to the floor, the shoulder comes down, and I want you to pretend like you're listening to the floor. Beautiful. Now, that does not imply that I want you to roll on your head. This is just the first setup. Then you tuck the head in and you find the ground with your shoulder. And as you start to find the ground with your shoulder, this foot begins to forward step into an inverted position. You make the switch with the hips, you back step, and you'll end up right back in the combat base position. Beautiful, okay? Let's look at it again from a different angle. So actually, come this way for me, my love. And let's transition forward. So, okay, let's take a look at it from this angle, guys. Knee to the floor, shoulder down to the outside. Arm threads back along the outside leg, like you're listening to the ground. This hand, as you can see, reaches out to give her a base point. As she starts to shift her body weight into her shoulder, she counterbalances her body weight with this forward step. This guy continues to travel over here. Now look, it immediately goes to a knee down position. And the top foot back steps, because remember, this foot is going to end up coming up because she's going to end up in a combat base position. This knee's going to be down. So as she presses up into position, you can see how she recovers her position by basically going inverted, and she has to come up to this standing position. So one more time. Knee comes forward, lowers down, inverts, sweeps across, back steps, and she's up to position. Beautiful. Okay? And now one time going this way, please. So nice and smooth. Transitions down, hand behind, sweeps the feet across, inverted position to combat base, and she's up. And this can be linked. You can just do these all the way across the floor, back to back. So that is basically a variation of an inverted position, inverted transition position from combat base to inverted shoulder to shoulder back to a combat base position.